In the wake of a series of layoffs in recent years, newsroom employees at Sarasota's newspaper voted to unionize tonight. The Harold-Tribune is just the second newspaper in the state to do so. ABC 7's Ray Collins has more on the changing landscape in the newspaper industry, both here and nationwide. Ray.
Yeah, Haley, it's been an era of layoffs and cutbacks nationwide for papers. And today, newsroom workers in Sarasota voted to form a union.
It's so tense at times that we don't want to be celebrating too hard.
Columnist Tom Lyons says some are happy and some are not inside the Sarasota Harold-Tribune building.
Management tried pretty hard to talk us out of this. They talked some people out of it, but at least 22 of us are really happy.
Lyons is referring to the 22 newsroom workers who voted to form a union over the 16 who voted against it.
You know, we can't prevent layoffs, honestly. That's a fantasy. I wish we could. You know, maybe we'll end up talking about, you know, unpleasant things like severance packages, but we'll be talking about something, and now we have the means to do it. But we are dealing with a corporate owner who seems like a faraway stranger, and we think the business plan has had way too much dependence on laying people off.
That corporate owner is Rochester area-based Gatehouse Media. We reached out to newspaper management for a comment, but got none. The publisher was quoted as saying to the Poynter Institute he's disappointed about the attempt to unionize.
I'm not surprised at all, and if I were the publisher, I think I'd be saying exactly the same thing because I don't know what else I could say.
ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern says it's no secret the internet, a younger generation, and the Great Recession conspired against the newspaper industry.
I think the fact that a lot of newspapers are trying now to take advantage of digital and trying to do anything to keep their franchises viable is laudable, but I'm afraid it's a little bit like the blacksmith. They don't know where their future will be, so trying to take as much advantage of what might be available to them right now and worry about 5 years from now, but the reality is it's not going to get a whole lot better.
And questions also remain about the future of this relatively new building. Lyons says it's so underutilized it appears they're going to move out and lease a few floors across the parking lot.
Probably now it looks like we're going to be moving into that building over there. And yeah, that's just cutting back. You know, this building's bigger than we need, and the reason is we don't have very many journalists anymore.
The only other union paper in the state is the Ledger in Lakeland. Workers there voted just last month for that. The owners of that paper, by the way, the same Gatehouse Media.
Now, Ray, the Harold-Tribune has had a series of different owners just in recent years.
They really have 3 owners in the past 5 years, New York Times, Halifax, and now, again, Gatehouse Media.
It's definitely changing for all of us in media. All right, thank you, Ray.